There we go. What's up?
On this week's episode, we keep things tight. News is short, coups are brief, and we don't even have a Dice of Destiny review. If you hate us and you hate this podcast, you're really going to love this episode. You've just logged into the 3-Bit Gamer Show. Welcome to the 3-Bit Gamer Show. I'm JD.
And this is Peterson.
Haters, welcome.
Yeah.
we
keeping things tight.
Yeah. Come at us.
Yeah. Let's listen. We don't always do toit episodes. We do some like last week we were like, oh, it's gonna be a short one. It was like hour 45. Yeah.
Wander-sodes.
We like to talk.
The Moses of podcasts.
Oh, yeah,
40 years in the desert here.
That's what we're doing. That's what we're gonna do this podcast for 40 years. We're halfway
40 years,
there.
and then we're just done.
And then we're just like,
we're out. Like, oh, the whole thing was a Moses joke. Did you get it?
It was like go back and listen. You'll get the jokes. Don't worry.
Yeah, just look at the first letter of every episode.
Dropping manna on all over the place.
It's the entire Old Testament.
I don't know.
What's happening with you? You have a stroke?
I don't know all of the Moses story. Like I'm trying to get it in my head. Tune the Prince of Egypt.
I know there's a bowl. I think there was a bowl.
Golden bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like a bowl. Like that you hold stuff. I don't know.
Look, I'm not the Bible expert.
But you get a Bible expert to weigh in here. It'd be great.
I'm just a huge fan. Live from the 3-Bit Gamer Show. The news. All right. Crave Cookies sponsors our news segment.
Crave!
Did you know?
I did. Wait, I don't know.
Did you ever know that Crave does our news?
Oh, nice. Okay. Did you get the rights for that tune, or are we just going for it? We're just stealing it?
We steal now.
Now we've been literally
2026, dude, it's our year. It's the year for doing crime. It's the year for doing things that you thought were completely, entirely unacceptable in like civilization and general society.
Yeah.
We do that now.
We do.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
Same thing at Crave Cookies. Crave Cookies, instead of following the traditional restaurant model of having a menu, has a new menu every week. You have to waddle in there and figure it out on your own, just like I do.
Yeah. You waddle in and figure
every
it out.
Friday.
You run one of the stores. Like, I hope you're not just figuring it out as you get there.
I waddle quickly one of the stores.
Oh.
Not a lot of running around these parts. Crave Cookies' new menu that comes out this Friday, starting January 9th. Which you're like, hey, that's not today, JD. You're slipping us. Yeah, I'm slipping you the secrets. Secret menu.
Mm-hmm.
Dubai chocolate cookies still on the menu, which is good because I bought like $500 of that pistachio stuff. You have no idea. Came from Turkey on an airplane.
Wow,
dude, how
that
tight is
fancy.
That? Campfire
toy.
I told you the whole episode's toy.
Yeah.
Campfire s'more, toy. Twix, toy.
Still toy.
Biscoff explosion, toy.
Pretty toy, yeah.
Chilled cookies and cream.
Chilled cookies and cream.
Toy, and toy.
Chilled cookies and toy.
Get down to Crave Cookies and get toy. Brandon Sanderson's Mistborn video game is 100% going to happen, no matter how pessimistic Peterson is about it.
That's okay. Okay, listen.
I told him, I was like, oh my God, did you see this story? And his first response was, yeah, I've seen it before. I'll believe it when I see it. I believe were your exact words.
Well, listen, we've heard game adaptations, video game adaptations. We've got a couple board game type of adaptations. They're okay. We've heard games, we've heard movie, we've heard TV show, and every time they're like in, out, up, down. So like even Sanderson's like, yeah, I talked to someone. Nope, I bought the rights back because I didn't want them to do it.
He's book bound.
That sort of thing. Yeah. So I would love Bookbound. Okay, yeah, we'll stop and relish in that one for a second.
Thank you.
Well done.
Everybody, just take a minute.
Yeah. Okay.
Moment of silence.
So we've heard this many times before. I would love a good Mistborn video game, a good one. It needs to be good. I think the hope is because he plays video games. Like he plays he likes Souls-like games with the kind of that vibe. So I think if he optioned a Mistborn video game, it could be good, and he would probably pick a decent studio to do it. However, we've seen that studios. This did say that he was picking a AAA studio to do it.
Yeah,
and
let's
we
get
know
into
how
some of
much
the
they
details.
bork.
I love the insider
Mm-hmm.
peanut gallery from a Sanderson super dork.
Who?
Let's talk about the actual facts of
Mhm.
the story. This came out of
Okay.
the 2025 State of the Sanderson,
Mm-hmm.
which, you know, originally with anyone else, any other creator, you'd feel like that was so cocky. With Sanderson, his fans pretty much demanded this.
Well, you like need it. Like he
Yeah.
released 2 books that I was like, wait, what came out? Because I didn't watch State of the Sanderson.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't even know that they
Yeah,
came
no,
out.
this is an absolute necessity because of the sheer amount of content he puts out. He said in this State of the Sanderson, a couple things that I'm just going to read the quotes. He said, quote, "I've started to get some real interest on the video game front. I feel like I'm finally getting established enough that we can make a Mistborn game happen. To that end, I've started talking to some AAA developers, which you alluded to. This is at step 1 only, but it's an encouraging one. These rights, were tied up with the film rights for the last 6, 7,
Oh my gosh,
6,
you did that.
7. Did you like this Sanderson made a 6, 7 joke?
I don't want anyone to make 6, 7 jokes.
6, 7, my favorite meme. So I didn't get to test the market on them until recently. So one of the things that Peterson mentioned, or I think was hinting at, was the 2012 project. So this is 13 years ago. Good Lord, this was Obama era.
Mhm.
Maybe even Obama 1 era. That's fucking crazy. Mistborn Birthright. It was announced that Little Orbit, which I don't even know if they're around anymore, was
Probably
working on this game. Nothing ever came from it. We got no such game. Yeah, it looks like it's still around. I don't know if they've made anything. They certainly haven't made a Mistborn video game. Okay, so here's my take though, because you were really pessimistic.
Yeah, super pessimistic.
I think I'm not pessimistic. I think this is gonna happen. It's just a matter of time.
Okay.
But I do think Mistborn is the wrong property to start with.
Oh,
I
really?
understand it's his most popular and beloved property by
Okay.
leaps and bounds, but for a video game, and yes, bar none, fantastic game. If this is executed like Hogwarts Legacy, this could make as much as Hogwarts Legacy.
Could be great. Yeah.
I still think the easy play, the starter that I would have gone with if I were Brandon Sanderson, if I was looking objectively at my own IP, would be Stormlight Archives.
Sure.
And an RTS. While I was reading that first book and the way that it described the battles on the plateau,
yeah,
sounded
in the Shattered Plains
exactly like any standard isometric RTS from the 1995 onward. Like you could have made that game in the 90s. You could have made it in 2000s. It is a easy game. The rules are laid out. The objectives are laid out. The factions are clearly spelled out with individual units, all listing their various powers and abilities. Like it's the most video gamey of all of his properties that I've read. And I think this one would have been a much easier start. I think maybe they'll get to it.
But no one wants to play an RTS. Nobody plays RTSs.
I know,
so
but this
do
is why it's it's like an entry level thing.
Yeah.
He's starting with like the fucking.
You gotta go hard.
Yeah. So
get Mistborn, like blue lines, eating metal, jumping around, flying around.
It's a very video game
Spider-Man style.
Man,
it would be hard to execute.
Right.
That's why I want them. I never, ever, ever want any of his properties to be done as a movie, like a live action. They've got to be animated. They've got to.
They're going to be live action.
Shut up. What?
Yeah. They're going to start James Van Der Beek.
Why James Vanderbeek?
I don't know.
He's 100 years old.
Yeah,
He's like
gonna
my
be so-
age. He's so old.
He's practically dead. Okay, so this is the last quote from the State of the Sanderson. I'm trying to do things differently this time in an effort to retain control of my video game rights. I already have interest from some major players in the video game industry who I like a lot, aka I'm pretty sure it's the guys that made Hogwarts Legacy because they're here in Utah. So if you're a decision maker at a AAA studio or a major independent and you've always wanted to make a Mistborn or a Stormlight game, well, you would want to contact my reps now. Okay, so here's the huge caveat on this whole fucking thing. We're at
Okay.
step 1. He has not
Yeah.
locked down anything.
No.
A game, especially as a scale and scope of Mistborn, unless he makes it a 2D side scroller, we're looking at like 5+ years, right? Like what was the fucking development cycle on Hogwarts Legacy, do you think?
Oh, I remember it was going for a long time. Like
6+ years, right? Maybe 6, 7 years.
Stop. Listen, I get it a lot at home, like literally constantly. It's like I don't need it here. I don't need it here. You know what we do? When Ryan does it, he's 12. He's a little guy though. There's a ledge on my stairs that goes
And you
out. And
push
he's
him
scared
off,
of
like,
it. No, we put him
300?
on the ledge. We just pick him up and shove him onto the ledge because he's scared of heights. If he makes 6, 7 jokes, we call
How
it the
high
6,
do you think
7
it is? That ledge? How many feet?
9. I don't like
Sanderson game coming out 6 or 7 years.
My guess is he wants it to be. He loves Elden Ring, so he's looking at like From Software and these types of companies.
I think who's the guys that made the Spider-Man game?
They would do a good job at it.
That's who I'd want. It feels like a natural thing. Like you could reuse that.
That's how
engine.
you would. Yes, I agree.
And instead of building Manhattan, you just build whatever the city is.
Instead of like throwing the webs up, they're just throwing them down the ground. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that would be the quickest iteration here.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's gonna be painful and awful. I'm telling you, he says Stormlight in here. He mentions
he does mention Stormlight. Stormlight, I agree with you. Stormlight would be great.
It'd be so good.
Not as an RTS. Like it needs to be
not to cover the whole story. We're just talking because the fight on the Shattered Plains is like a little bite of the entire archives, is it not?
It's just book 1.
So yeah, this is and it's like part of book 1. It's not even like the the whole thing, but
yeah,
I'm telling you.
They wouldn't do the books. They would just do like a story within the books, is what they would do.
What you do before the books, because they've been fighting the Shattered Plains for years when we get into the books. So that's what you do. You just do the early fights.
That's true.
I got to contact his reps.
Shut up about the Shattered Plains. Shut up about the Shattered Plains.
Our creator's CEO has confirmed that the game matches needlessly aggressive players with each other so they don't bother anyone else.
Yeah. My son actually told me this because he's been playing Arc Raiders.
Is he a troll or does he like to do PvE and make friends?
A little bit of both. I think they play mostly peaceful and like get through the stuff and then they get trolled by people.
Trolling. Just a little trolling.
Yeah, it's a little bit. He is a teenager, so like
it's just built into their DNA.
It is.
Embark Studios CEO Patrick Soderlund speaking in an interview with GamesBeat. And he just mentioned that if your preference is to do PvE and have less conflict with players, you'll get matched up with those players. Mm-hmm. So the game actively studies how you play, which is, it may sound super complicated in AI, but like it's an extraction shooter, which means that y'all start on the same match. And the goal is there's just one goal.
Yeah.
The objective to get from like point A to point B alive while the world is attacking you. And you can obviously work together or you can kill other players and take their shit and go win on your own. It doesn't really matter. It's whatever you want to do. But if you are one that is prone to killing other people, real people, it's going to match you with other people that like to do that. Which, yeah, I can see how that would definitely be more appealing, I believe, for the people that like killing other people. I don't know, or I guess for the PvE people that don't want to kill other people. But I feel like the PvP people, the people who like killing real people, would probably thrive
Yeah.
killing unexpected nice folks. Every raider needs an innocent family to murder, to butcher and
Right.
loot.
Right.
And that's what I think they're kind of looking for. So
I kind of like this methodology though of like if you play aggressive and you play PvP, like you're really killing other people, like yeah, let's match you with some of those folks.
everyone's having the experience that they signed up for or that they want.
Yes. And then if you want, like you said, if you want that easy kill, you just you play passive for 5 or 6 rounds and then
Which is what the article says. That's all you need to do. Is
Mhm.
like it's not like it's permanently.
Mhm.
However, I
Yeah.
will say the H.G. Wells inside of me is slightly worried about
You
this.
have H.G. Wells inside of you?
Yeah.
How did you get that? That's crazy.
I it's this miraculous thing. I know it's kind of new. You reading? Do you?
I hate it.
Yeah, most
Does
people
he
don't
have
like
audiobooks? Wait, does Sanderson write any H.G. Wells?
the H.G. Wells book, The Time Machine, in which time traveler travels forward in time and finds humanity has been bifurcated in 2 different species, the Eloi and the Morlocks. Probably heard the term Morlock
Mhm.
before, where there are these hyper aggressive humanoids
Yeah.
that kidnap and torment the Eloi, and you find out that they have been, because that's what happened, is you separate people, you
They
separate
played Arc
humans
Raiders.
into the very aggressive and the very peaceful. And what does that breed for us? I mean, think about this in terms of, think if Zuckerberg wasn't the fucking devil, and instead of subjecting everybody to the monsters that his websites have created, he just turned everyone inside. So if you, like Peterson, don't want to be like bombarded with like political nonsense and
Yeah.
booty holes on Facebook all the time,
Yeah,
he
that's
would
me.
get just like a perfectly curated experience
Yeah.
where Zuckerberg would then be pushing all of the lunatics into their own little like rage groups.
Yeah, we should do that.
It's a bit Black Mirror,
And they have to
I feel
stay
like,
in there though. We can't let
and
them
he
out.
doesn't even need to do that. He just has like the game studies how
Yeah.
you play and puts you with people. I mean, that's a quick tweak in the algorithm. You could do that over the weekend.
Yeah.
And Facebook could turn us into Morlocks. Well, not us.
Not
But
me.
there are some Morlocks
Not
out
me.
there.
I just get booty holes. It's weird.
So it's called aggression-based matchmaking versus the much more traditional skills-based matchmaking. I have an suspicion, at least in games like this, PvE games, where you
Mhm.
don't have to be a dick, but you can be a dick.
Yeah, if you want to.
We're going to see a lot more of this.
I'd love it.
Aggression-based matchmaking. It's not that hard. I would, were I playing Arc Raiders, I'd be fucking psyched. I'd be psyched as hell. In
Yeah.
fact, there's a game I think people would love this to be part of, which is Arc, just regular Arc.
Arc regular, yeah.
No Raiders. Arc 2, is that what it is? The dinosaur
dinosaur
game.
survival.
Where, like, people come along in these PvE servers and just
take all
steal
your stuff.
shit and
Yeah.
fuck your base up when you're like asleep or something in real
Like
life.
in real life, yeah, like in night, middle of the night, and then you come back on and everything's like destroyed and on fire, and they've spray painted your walls with like horrible
so if you could have
slurs.
everybody on the whole server was filtered by this filter.
Yeah.
I think it'd be kind of cool. So I don't know. We'll see.
I
Morlocks.
do want to just comment on Patrick's comment. He said my PC hasn't moved yet. It is January 4th.
That is actually the first thing I thought when I got on.
I have 360 days to make this happen.
Peterson is starting his year the way he plans to live it, in the same exact place with his computer.
This computer is, I wish you guys could see the desk I'm using too is a flimsy white folding table. Don't shake your head.
I hate it so much. I
It's
hate it
fine.
so much.
It's
We're talking
fine.
like a 7-minute job.
360 days
Unplugging
to do
like
this.
2 cores. So is the old computer desk where you should have this thing. Is it completely unoccupied? No, there's not like a couple sweatshirts thrown on top of it or anything. It's just
There's like
they're
I've
pristine
I've put some
waiting.
stuff on there and I've
Oh,
cleaned it. I've cleaned it
look,
off a couple times, like
fantastic.
completely. I even like wiped it down, like got it all ready, and then I was like, I don't want to do this anymore.
I
It's
thought,
no. I don't want to hear it.
all right, do the next thing. Bots are making a small fortune betting on video games. One bot, this is coming out of a Twitter user who apparently spends a lot of time looking at Polymarket. Polymarket, where you bet on seemingly anything, like some episode of Black Mirror, but it's actually just another Trump family grift. Polymarket is where this guy spends most of his time, and he found out that there is a bot. He talks in this tweet how the bot is analyzing in-game data and placing bets on active games like League of Legends and Dota faster than humans can react. One bot that he's referring to, named Timu, has made $230,000 in 5 months gambling via Polymarket on Counter-Strike, Dota 2, and League of Legends. So this is esports, I assume.
Yeah.
You've got an esports match going on, and instead of, which this seems absolutely ludicrous to me, has this always been a thing? You grew up in Vegas where you could bet on a game mid-game. Could you do that with any sporting event?
Some of them you can, not any, but a lot of times it's like it's too hard for the board to get up there, so most of the time you can't.
So this seems like an insane fucking feature that is destined to be manipulated
by AI. AI is watching and analyzing quicker than humans can, and placing. The key is, though, they're placing the bets right away before a person can do it, so they're getting the best odds, because the more a bet gets made, the worse the odds get, and it's getting the best odds. And the article said that this bot wins way more often than it loses.
That's
and
exactly
so like
what you want.
And so like market. This is the type of thing that gets you banned in Vegas. And so like this is crazy that this is even a possibility. And that AI can just like sit there and make all this money.
Set this up. I mean, Donald Trump Jr. literally sits on the board of Polymarket. So I mean,
yeah.
And it exists exclusively because of laws that Trump signed into law in 2018,
making like gambling easier.
Yeah,
online gambling specifically, because like it's been hard. It's been state specific, right? You're in Utah, you use a VPN because it's like, well, like you're not allowed to gamble in the state that you're in, and so you'd have to like work your way around it, or like go to a shadier site, and so yeah, this is crazy that he passed these laws. One, because we can all agree like gambling's not like a good thing. It's not like a positive thing. It's a pretty bad thing.
General social good.
I love it.
It makes society stronger and communities more tight knit. It keeps families together.
Yeah, only good outcomes, to be honest, from gambling.
It bonds us all in Christian values.
Family values.
Me.
Oh, I clicked out. Hold on.
All right. Here's some stories that don't have a lot of meat on the proverbial bone.
And the actual bone, actually.
Has announced price hikes starting January 5th of this year. Asus released a big, long statement to its buyers about how everything is expensive and tariffs have fucked up everything, but they definitely don't say tariffs specifically because you don't want to risk the ire of certain
don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it.
Individual.
Donald Trump. We do want the ire on 100% for real.
Come at us, MAGA.
Like if he mentioned us in a press conference, dude.
Wouldn't that be great?
Oh, yes, I would love it. Are you kidding me?
I would be so stoked on all the death threats.
I'd be horny for a month.
Non-side, I have to go to a doctor every 4 hours. Quote, after carefully reviewing market conditions, supply stability, and our commitments to product quality, and while continuing to invest in technical R&D, ASUS plans to implement strategic price adjustments for certain product combinations starting January 5th. Here's my question, because I mean, ASUS does make a lot of different components. I think many of which will be impacted by this crazy upcoming RAM or current RAM shortage. But is this going to affect that new ROG Xbox Ally they're making for Microsoft? They have that handheld ROG Ally that is going to have a specific Xbox version that looks like the controllers are going to be Xbox controllers instead of their proprietary ones they made. It's a competitor for the Steam Deck, but it's supposed to be running Xbox software.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to be priced competitively with the Steam Deck. Well, I mean, I don't know tons about video game logistics, but I do have an inkling that a brand new product on the marketplace is going to be quite a bit more expensive to manufacture than the existing Steam Deck, for example, or the current Switch 2, which will also be in the competitive landscape with this ROG Ally. So my question is unless Xbox is willing to really subsidize the cost of these, is the fucking ROG Xbox Ally going to come out at $1,200 and be DOA? Just fucking DOA.
Like what? Yeah, like who buys that? You know what I mean? Like,
because if Asus is giving this type of warning, like, man, everything's going to be fucking pricey.
I don't think we buy hardware anymore. I think you said this is a steampunk situation where we are just going with the hardware that we have and we can scrounge up, and like we're not buying hardware anymore.
Oh yeah, well that's a great segue to our next story here. The Nintendo 3DS prices are going through the roof and nobody's sure why. Nintendo 3DS, which I believe originally launched in like 2009, or I'm sorry, 2012.
Like, if I was to ask you, how much would you buy a 3DS for right now? Like, if I was like, hey, yeah, you want to play one of those old games? How much would you buy it for?
Like $75.
Yeah, it was like under 100.
Two figures. Nope, it's clocking in on eBay anywhere from 200 to 350. Now, when the
I have 2 of them.
XL came out, I know I have one right there. When the XL came out, it was priced at $200. This was way back in the day, and then
when it came out,
it was $50 cheaper than the smaller one, which was $250. So it's essentially these are appreciating in value. But as Peterson kind of mentioned, this is our future. You guys, like, I know this is like a comedy show. We take it very lighthearted, but I'm being very serious and speaking to you very directly when I say that this is our future as consumers. We are very, very close to, if not already at the point where the average consumer will be fully priced out of any and all computer parts that these elites are gobbling up, mostly for AI and bullshit. We are going to literally find ourselves digging through trash piles and landfills looking for tech. Just, what'd you do this weekend? Oh, I just went out scrounging for tech. I was just looking for tech, because you're going to be at the point where we can't build a modern PC anymore. So you have to go down a grade. You have to find an older motherboard. You're not looking for the newer, more upgraded version. You need to find an old one, because that's the only RAM you can afford is DDR3.
Like, find your mousiest friend and get him involved in like cobbling together old tech, and he will just be super valuable, because that's how it always is in video games. It's like this mousy guy with like goggles on, and he's like he's a tinkerer. That's what I mean. I'm not good at it, but I got a couple mousy kids. Let's use them.
I'm telling you, dude, now. Everyone's going to be just as adept at scrounging old tech, or you'll starve to death. You will starve to death because you won't be able to have an iPhone if you don't know how to personally repair it, because Lord knows the new ones cost $5,600. Like you guys, it sounds outrageous, but the trend we're on right now absolutely places us in 2 to 5 years wholly priced out of any new computer. Anything you want, a laptop, you want anything, it's too expensive. There are simply not the chips, there's not the production, and the way that like our global like supply chains are just like collapsing, and everyone's taking what they can for their own country. You can't just spin up a new chip fab. Like, it takes years to build a factory like that, and we're not doing it. Shut down Joe Biden's CHIPS Act to own the liberals. Cool. Yeah, so we're not doing them here. And what are you going to do? Go beg them from Taiwan after China invades? Because that's like something we do now. Like, prepare yourself. Scrounge as much tech as you can now.
Just start getting it and holding on to it.
Because that's the fucking future. We're all going to be scrounging for tech.
And you know what's funny? The comments in this article like kind of support what you're saying, because everyone's like, yeah, of course people want this. You can easily hack this system to emulate all sorts of games from other things. And one guy in this was like, I had to buy a Japanese one and everything was in Japanese, so I'd use a Google Lens to translate until I could hack into it, crack it open, and reprogram. I was like, dude,
you can't afford a Steam Deck. This is your Steam Deck now.
Dude, get your Google Lens, buy a Japanese version, sit there and like read into it, learn how to recode it, that part of it, so it can now be in English. Like,
look, this is what I've been watching old movies.
I can't.
A lot of old movies lately. And what I'm finding is that you can't watch them all. There are so many goddamn movies, and new ones come out every year. It's the exact same thing for video games. The thing is that the elites are going to realize is that we don't need new shit. We can survive and subsist on what's already been made, because there's not going to be new stuff after AI ruins fucking every single artistic pursuit. So we're not going to be scrounging tech because like that's all we can. We're going to be scrounging old tech because that's all there is. There's not new stuff. The new stuff is not for us.
No, yeah, it's not made for us.
It's a bleak future, and it came on so fast.
Yeah,
but at least we'll all learn how to like use little tiny bitty screwdrivers.
Yeah, I have a couple of those. Should I be holding on to them, I guess?
Yeah, and if you have any glasses that have like multiple lenses that can like flip on top of each other to get you like magnifying glasses, you're going to need those too. You're going to look like fucking Geppetto.
Dude, okay. I like this. I like where we're heading, because I don't have any of those, but I'll get some.
It's grim.
Dude.
They got 100 game pass, got 200 day one, 20 million in the bag, watching sales start to slump. Talking shopper on the top of JD's jugular, it's Trump. He can make them economical as JD's sales report. It's reporting with variety, fucking the propriety. Suck it up and listen, gonna gain some notoriety. Gaming ain't free, not since they was late fees. Peter City must oblige, even if he disagree.
JD's sales report.
I got a big one this week. This is Steam released their best of 2025, and they did so in a very classic Steam way.
Yeah, they did.
They're not going to tell you the top 12 best-selling games in order. They're going to sort them into platinum categories and sort them randomly. So that people don't get so bogged down and, oh, this was the best selling, this was the 10th best selling, this was the 9th best. So you could be 12th best and you're going to be listed in the same category as number one. I imagine this is also beneficial for Steam because they benefit from you not assuming the 12th best game is not as, or 12th best selling game is not as good as the first best, but you see them all in this category and you kind of lump them all together.
And you're like, okay, yeah.
So I kind of want to, just because it's the beginning of the year, It's hard. I don't know exactly even how to go through these, or if that's something it would be better for you guys to do on your own. They are sorted. No, I'm not going to go through them because there's too much.
Yeah, there's a bunch.
We have a number of categories here. New releases. That one's really interesting. Best-selling new releases of 2025. Top sellers overall. Most played. And then some other things that are specific to Steam Deck, controller, VR, stuff like that. Demos. Oh, I wonder. I didn't even look at the demos. What are the best demos? Interesting. So you guys should check this out. It's just the Steam charts best of the year, best of 2025. But they are sorted in all those individual categories I read into categories: platinum, which is the 1st through the 12th.
Yeah.
Gold, which is 13th through 24th, silver 25th through the 50th, and bronze, which is 51 through 100.
And I'm going to say, like, platinum, like, I'm not interested in most of those games.
Not
When
funny.
you start to get to gold and you're like, okay, yeah, Expedition 33, Dispatch, Doom the Dark Ages, which I played, and then you get to silver. And, like, these are still good games. Repo, Duckov, like, games that did really, really well. Spider-Man 2, like, a lot of good stuff in there.
I think
it's worth looking through.
That Grounded 2 hit silver, so it was within the 25 to 50th best-selling games of the year.
Yeah.
And it's on Game Pass.
Yep.
This is on Steam exclusively. So even with Game Pass depressing its sales, it did that well. Grounded 2, good job, you guys. Also, Escape from Duckov is in the same category.
Love that.
Fucking hilarious.
Love that.
So yeah, this is actually really worth a look. I do have to try to catch myself sometimes because I know we are very Steam centric on this podcast, and I don't want to forget that I think the majority of gamers are actually console gamers, though in the future it's all going to be such a mismatch of whatever tech you can find and scrounge out of the before times.
Yeah. No,
but I think overall, as a look at how the gaming year went, I think this is as good of a snapshot as we're going to get, even though it may be exclusive to PC gaming.
Have they done this before? I feel like I haven't seen this before, but I like this a lot.
I think they have done it before, but yeah, they did it. This goes all the way back to 2022. The reason we may not have covered it is because JD's sales report does not stretch that far back. And before we had an ace sales reporter on this podcast, we were kind of just drifting without an oar. I'm glad we really dialed it in. I think the best bumper is ascribed to probably the best regular segment on the podcast. So we've kind of righted the ship a little bit, which is why you're probably learning about it for the first time this episode. That's what you got? That's what you got for me? Spin the next clip, bitch.
I'm gonna come.
Kudos.
Kudos, our positivity segment. I got kudos to Peterson. Fantastic board work, sarcastic clips, excellent.
Just like I'm frowning the whole time too.
Yeah, you guys can't see it if you're not watching, but you can sense his frustration.
Yeah, I usually don't get that quiet
from the board.
I
I don't have any kudos. This week I ate a lot. I tried new burgers, and none of them were kudos worthy. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no, and you talked about that. And you were like, some of them were pretty good, but like not kudos worthy. I have a kudos. I have a really good
weren't
kudos.
Peepos.
It's Peepos is like the standard now.
Nothing.
That's twice already. You've said Peepos, so
every goddamn episode I'm gonna say it.
Let's do it every episode. Can we say Peepos every episode?
They are one of our sponsors.
We should reach out to them. Be like, just give us $20. We will say your name in the next 52 episodes.
That's all we need. That's all we need. $20.
$20. Okay. I have a kudos. An escape room opened up near my house, and I like escape rooms. I've had
so many you can't even count it. I think that's amazing.
I've had some good experiences and some really bad experiences. Like I've done some where it's like they've been really bad. Um and some that have been amazing. We did one opened up in by my house in Clearfield or something like that. I can't remember what city it was in. But it's called Escape Boredom. Just a cool quick side note. I know the owners. I was their friends. I was friends with them in Seattle, in Washington.
They followed you here.
I was gonna go to this escape room, and then like 2 days later, found out these guys owned it. And I was like, "You guys are first. You guys are back in Utah. So they're from Utah, and you opened an escape room right by my house." So I was like, "We got to go because they have 2 rooms open right now. One of them is a board game theme room."
Is that the one you did?
Yeah, that's the one I did, and I was like, "That sounds great. That sounds amazing." That's actually who you remember I played Pandemic Legacy. I played it with these people, with these 2, this couple. Like we played a lot of board games together. And then the other one is like Minecraft themed. They just opened like a Minecraft one. So we went and I took my 15-year-old, almost 16, it'll be 16 in a couple days, 16-year-old and one of his friends, and then my 12-year-old and one of his friends, and we went and did the board game room. And genuinely, it was one of the funnest escape rooms I've ever done. It was
and this
so
is recent.
Fun.
They just barely opened it up, like coming out September. And knocking it out of the park.
And
a new escape room is
the owner.
Done this before?
His name is Ben. No, the owner Ben and his wife Haley. Ben designed it. He designed the board game room. It wasn't because you can buy rooms from like whatever. You can buy them, and then like they'll give you all they should give you all the stuff, and you set it up, and you just buy the concept. He built this one. He did it all, and it's honestly so good. We finished with like 16, 17 minutes left maybe, and we finished part of that though. If we finished one puzzle on accident. I have to tell you this. There's like a one of the rooms had like the walls were all Monopoly properties, and they all had like a couple different things on them, like puzzles. And one of them, all for the train ones, the train stations, B&O Railroad, all those, they had a train on it that could slide, and there were little trains behind it, and they would like uncover a certain amount. And like I'd play with them periodically, and like nothing was happening. I was like, okay, we'll figure this one out later. And it was like the last one you need to do in that room. And so we get to like, we've done everything except for that. There's like the thing you have to put together, and then that would like show you or whatever. And so I was like, I'm going to slide this. And I slid one just like to like see. I was counting how many trains were behind it. And the door opened to the next room. He accidentally solved it. The odds of that happening, there are 8 trains behind these 4 different sliding trains. And we had just on a whim, just like playing around with them, moved them into the correct spot. So each one was showing the correct amount of trains.
Oh my God. That's fantastic.
So we did do that. The lady was like, because they watch, right? They watched. Yeah. And the lady was like, how? And I was like, I don't even know. Like
have you seen Slumdog Millionaire? I think it was like that.
It was like that. But honestly, so fun. So fun. There was like Candyland, Monopoly, Battleship, Mastermind. There was just like so many different board games, like classic board games that like were incorporated into this.
Yeah.
So good.
This was an hour long?
Yeah, they're always an hour.
And sorry, did you say you did get out of this one?
Yeah, we got out with like 16 minutes left.
And because
I mean, we would have figured it out, and we would have gotten out, but it would have been a lot closer.
Yeah.
We did kill it. Well, I'm gonna be honest, I killed it. The kids did a couple things. Dude, it was
all you.
I was crushing it.
Dude, I gotta try one of these. It's not that I haven't because I haven't wanted to. It's just been a complete lack of opportunity.
Yeah, and you need like people. You need to go with like.
How many would you say is like a minimum?
I honestly 4. Like I've been with 3, and it's like we need a couple more people. Like you just need a couple. I would do, like 4 to 6 is like 6 is too many. I would go like 4 or 5. Like is
it mostly like logicking things out in there, or is it the
All
information you bring from outside, like trivia?
No. It's everything's in the room. Everything's in the room. You don't need to
Everything
know.
you need to solve this puzzle is
Mhm.
right here.
And they provide all the stuff for you. And there's hint. If you get
I
stuck,
like that.
you can just like in every
the
room
button.
I've been to, you can press a button and they'll give you a hint. And you could like ask them, just tell me what to do here. They'll run out of time. Or you can just be like, give me a little hint. They'll give you like a little cryptic hint. It's really good. Anyway. Escape boredom, genuinely, guys. I haven't been this excited about an escape room since I've done the first one. Since the first one I did. There's one in Layton, and honestly, it killed my enthusiasm for escape rooms. The rooms were like the puzzles were too hard. The room was like too hard. This one, perfect, guys. If you ever make it up to this area, up to like the Layton area, do it. It's so
Dude, I want to try it. I want to try this
good.
one specifically. For
And
my
then
first
they
one, so
got
I
the
can always be
Minecraft one
disappointed
coming
moving
out.
forward. Ooh.
And he was like, or the Minecraft one, they're doing a space one that he's coming out with. And he said he's working on the D&D one where everyone that goes in like will
Money
have, there'll be
maker.
like 4 different, you have to pick a class.
Money.
And you have,
maker.
he gives you an item based on your class that will do something at some point in the room. And I'm like, bro, you got to do this.
This is a cool job. This
Yeah.
would be a cool job to
Yeah.
to build these puzzles for people. I can't even imagine how much fun it would be. Because you're basically like a DM. Kind of. You're a DM. You're building a dungeon for people to work their way out of. But it's a very physical, very real thing. And the fact that you get to just sit there and watch them through secret hidden cameras.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dude,
I like
so
this.
good.
I'm glad
Honestly,
you're such an
good.
aficionado. Like that's fucking amazing.
I'm
that
like
you've done so many of
we're
these.
going and doing the other one this week.
Oh my
Like
gosh.
we're going and doing the other one.
You're hooked.
I'm like gonna do them.
You're gonna get a season pass to an escape room.
I feel like I know all the puzzles. I just want to go with somebody else now though, so I can like watch them do it.
You go and do them blindfolded now.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Sounds like you could have done the train puzzle blindfolded.
I pretty much did.
Only the deepest of deep fans had a different reaction to hearing that music.
They
than
were like,
most people, like, why is that triggering some strange reaction in my brain? Love it or leave it, beyond being a fantastic Heidi Montag song.
Heidi Montag.
From the Hills. Everyone watched that.
It's so good.
Is the segment where we talk about things that we liked and things that we don't like in a certain aspect of gaming. This week, we are going to keep going with our ongoing 2025-2026 theme. And we're going to talk about gaming industry trends in 2025. Trends that we loved and trends that we could leave. I have 6 of each. How many do you have?
I think I have 4 of each.
We got a bunch. So yeah, let's kind of just go through these quickly. Do you want to start? Let's go. We're gonna each do one of each. Okay, I'll do my first love it, which was Battlefield 6, a game I did not play, and yet I love it. I want more like this. The things that the developers did right with Battlefield 6, it was ready to play out of the box. No day one patches or updates, so you could just take the disc out, plug it in, and play it right away. It was optimized for lower quality PCs. So even if you had a lesser, more scrounged PC, perhaps, you could still play this game. And finally, it returned the series, Battlefield series, to its roots. They delivered on what fans wanted them to do. Fans were like, I want it to be more realistic. I want it to be less arcadey. I want it to be less silly and goofy. And they were like, okay, done. Here it is. And guess what? It fucking slapped. And it was in the top 12 of sales on the Steam charts for new games. It was a huge success because they just did basic things right instead of trying to money grub at every turn. They just released a good game. Go figure. So I love that. More of that next year. Learn
Honestly,
that lesson,
yes.
please.
That's like similar to my First one for Love It. Can I do my first lover? Do you want
well,
me to-
that's what we're gonna do. Otherwise,
Okay.
we just keep doing the same one.
Solid game releases this year. This year was just, it wasn't like the most amazing year for video games we've ever had.
But Blursty's was kind of hard to find. Blurst launch.
Things were
I'll tell you
solid.
that.
Like solid games, good games, even games that like we didn't love or we didn't play came out and did, a lot of them did what they wanted to do. It was the game they wanted it to be.
Yeah.
And like the overall, like if you go and look at that Steam list, right?
Impressive.
The games were like enjoyable, and there was a lot of games that didn't take themselves so seriously, and like Duckov and things like that that blew up. Repo, right? These games just came in, blew up. Schedule One, they were not serious, just really fun, and we
Yeah.
got a lot of fun experiences out of this year, and we didn't get a lot of like really just garbage, crappy. Biggest
that-
disappointment. Like I don't even know if we
Yeah.
had like I don't even know if I have an
We had to
actual
cut that
game
segment this
listed
year.
on it.
Yeah, it was a tough. Yeah, it was mostly just like disappointment and
in stuff like
I
the
think it's that
games were
common
pretty good.
refrain that we always come back to. The trick to selling a lot of copies of a video game is to make a good video game. There's no
And you know who
secret.
getting that? The small studios and the medium-sized studios. The big
Yeah,
studios, like what were the big studios releases this year?
Battlefield was like the only
There was, like,
big winner.
A couple. There was like a couple, and like there was a few. There wasn't like none.
There was
but,
a
like,
new Assassin's Creed game that was okay. Civilization 7 was terrible.
FIFA. There was like a
But no,
FIFA
there weren't
game.
a
There
ton
was,
of like big, like I guess you'd say Doom Dark Ages was going to be a AA. Black Ops 7 was terrible. But no, like that's the thing is that there were a handful of big games and most of them sucked. And then it was basically just Battlefield.
like the mid-range studios crushed it this year, and
Yeah, this
like,
was their year.
more of that mid-range small studios crushed it. Solid game releases this year. I love it. I want more of that.
Okay, leave it. This one's easy. Computer parts keep going up in price. I could leave that. We don't need that anymore. I have a suspicion it's going to get worse,
It's gonna get
but
worse.
I don't like it. I don't want it.
at all.
No.
At all. And it's really, this has been the year for that. Like we've
Mhm.
had hikes and we've had shortages of GPUs.
For years and years.
We've had those things. Like
And
that's
this
not
year has
new.
blown it all away.
This year is different. This year
Yeah.
is different. Console prices are going up.
Mhm.
Individual part prices are going up, and parts we haven't seen go up in the
Like
time of this
RAM.
podcast, like
Yeah.
RAM, like things like that. And I had this similar one too. I said price hikes and hardware issues. How many times did Xbox raise its price? Like twice in like 2 months or something. Every console raised their price, and we knew that was going to happen. Some of this, honestly, some of this is absolutely avoidable if our president wasn't a moron. Stuff like that could
Most
be
of this
avoidable.
is pretty avoidable, yeah.
And like the RAM stuff, that's just a product of like what's going on in the space, right?
Mhm.
AI is going to happen whether we like it or not. That's just a thing that's going to happen. But like the tariff situation really has messed with hardware because, like JD alluded to earlier, we're not making it all here. And that's like was the whole point of tariffs, was like, hey, well, we're gonna start producing our own stuff here. And we're like, dude, you can't just like whip up a warehouse.
Yeah, you can
It's
just make semiconductor chips. They're
Yeah,
so
like-
easy. Anyone can make
It's
those.
not how it works. And like, so what in the meantime, what are we supposed to do? And so, like, yeah, I could leave that this year. That has been honestly one of my biggest disappointments for this whole year, has just been the price hikes. And all of that. Like, what a mess. I don't like that at all.
Okay.
You want me to
Another
go
love
in-
it.
You want me to
Did
go
you
into
do a
this
leave
one?
it? Did you have your own?
Oh no, I was gonna do that one. I just saw you talking to the dog, so I was like, "Do you want me to?"
Yeah,
kick
do
you into the
another
next
one.
Okay. Okay. Something I have loved, and this has been this year, but also like last year we saw it as well. Devs, but specifically indie devs, but we've seen it from other devs as well, throwing shade at the industry as a whole. You've seen them getting up in these industry,
Especially the
meetings.
AAAs, because that's where a lot
Mhm.
of them came out of.
Yep. And they're in they're in these like, this is like a big conference or something, or a convention, or on a podcast, and they are not pulling punches, and I love it. Like,
That's what
I
you need.
love what's his face for Balatro
Mhm.
threw so much shade, and we got
And everyone
Local
loves
Funk
him in the
throwing
industry.
shade. We've got we had people from Giant Studios throwing shade. We had people throwing shade at Microsoft for their Game Pass situation. Like, I
Mhm.
like them not pulling punches at each other right now, because I think the people that are doing this are people who I think are passionate still about video games and gaming and the industry, and they don't like where it's heading just as much as we don't. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And some of these are big names, some of these are like, like you said, like the Balatro guy. Like, uh like, I love that they're not pulling punches and they are just throwing them out, because what's the recourse? What's going to
Yeah.
happen? What's Xbox going to do if you're like, dude, your Game Pass subscription model is killing games and killing so many things? Like, what's Xbox going to do? Like, stop it.
Release
You can't
this
say
shitty
that. Like,
statement. Yeah.
like, it doesn't matter what you say. We can say, we've kind of hit that era where we can say whatever we want.
Punch
And if we
up.
think you suck, yeah, punch up all day. Do it all day.
Punch
Because this
up.
industry needs that. And I love seeing the passionate folks in this industry like really coming out swinging, because what do they have to lose? You know what I mean?
On that note, one thing I've loved seeing people come out swinging on is gamers in general, and a lot of people in the industry, like you said, out of like the indies, hating on AI in games.
Mhm.
We're not just falling into this blindly and just it's happening to us. There has been a ton of resistance.
And
There's
it's not been a circle jerk. Like, everyone's not like, everyone like, oh, this is great. This is gonna be so good. Like, some people are,
Yeah,
but for the most part, it is
the
like
reaction's
very
about
frowned upon.
the same reaction that NFTs got in
Yeah,
games.
yeah.
Like, we're at the same level. It's not like no one is really like, oh yeah, that's what we need more is AI in games. There are such limited use cases, I would say, primarily that I would approve of, which would be like empowering NPCs to have more natural conversations. But again,
Mhm.
that's tough. Like,
And only for certain games. I don't want that in every game, but certain
yeah,
games, you'd be like, that would be great.
right. So there's these very, very limited use cases that anyone would be okay with, and beyond that, those aren't what they're using it for.
No.
They're using it for every other god awful thing, and
Like,
nobody is
everything.
okay with it. Nobody. I mean, hell, people were better with NFTs because at least the little guy with NFTs could get rich. With AI, no, dude, this is just a wealth transfer. Like, it
And
does
it
not
is
benefit any common person.
the only people that are okay with this, that are saying like, yeah, we love this, are like the C-suite folks
Yeah,
at these companies, at these large
and nobody
companies.
wants it. And so I want more of that. I loved that. I hope that pushback continues. I mean, AI is not going anywhere, so we're gonna have to keep pushing
No.
consistently.
Yep. Leave it. Oh, yeah, I'll leave it. The Saudis buying stuff, game studios making offers.
Hey, I'll cut that one
pulling
out. I had that one
offers.
too. Just Saudis
Um,
in gaming is what I put.
Like, look, I'm not like against. I don't know. There are things that I'm against in the Saudis, but like in general, like
Just
I'm
a
not like
couple things.
I'm not like, oh, you're a Saudi, you
Solidly.
suck. But I'm like, what
The
I'm
people
talking
of
about
Saudi
is,
Arabia is not who we're coming after here.
yes, this is like for the elite in Saudi Arabia, the
But
princes,
they're
whatever.
not the ones that are
They're the
spending billions
ones
of dollars.
throwing billions at these companies just to have a piece of it. But it's not like they're just having a piece of it and they want to sit on it and do nothing, right? They are going to, like China, they're going to have their inputs, and it's going to be culturally driven. And if it doesn't align with our culture and our gaming culture, which a lot of the time it doesn't, right? They don't like to include certain things in games that we're just kind of okay with, right? And they're like cutting things out. And these are things like LGBTQ things in video games. Like, they're not okay with it. And if they've got the ultimate say,
Mhm.
like, we're gonna start losing some of that. And like, for me, I'm like, like, it's an important thing for a lot of people,
Yeah.
right? In games, like, they like that representation. That is a big deal. Representation matters. And to have the Saudis pulling something like that and just like influencing gaming culture, like, I'm not okay with that. Right? I
Yeah.
the freedom of expression in video games and censorship in video games is not. That's what China does. That's what the Saudis do. That is not what we do.
For
And
now.
I don't like that. Well, yeah.
Just you
Sh-
wait.
Stop it. Would you? No, stop. We're not. Okay.
Something
Ugh.
I loved, and I hope we see more, and I have a suspicion we will. Strikes and unions. Strikes
Mhm.
and unions. Not as many strikes as I would have liked, but unions for sure, which is kind of the first step in that front. Yeah, saw a lot more unions this year. More than we expected. Things that we thought were coming last year, I guess 2024, we got in 2025. And I mean, 20,000+ people were laid off in 2 years a year ago. And yeah, I think we're going to see some very long knock-on effects of that. So I'm
Yeah.
really excited. I want to see more of that.
I think it's important because like again, I'm generally not like super pro union, but if employees are getting mistreated and the gaming industry is rampant with mistreatment of employees. And these are people who want to be in this industry. They love it.
Yeah.
They've dreamed of being this. And then you
Mhm.
just mistreat them. You kick them out. You don't respect what they bring. And then they finish a game and it's like, great, thanks. And you lay them off. Whereas previously, when we started this podcast, that was not generally the norm. It was like you finish a game and then you keep working on it, like fixing it, and
Yeah.
you would get bonuses based off how good that. We don't even hear about that anymore. We hear about this game launched. We don't have need for this many people anymore. We're just gonna lay them all off, right? And
Yeah.
so, like, like
The Hollywood model without any of the guilds or unions.
and it's important that these people have unions. Again, unions don't stop layoffs and things like that from happening. It can prevent it because it can make it much more painful for the company. It's not just an easy way to get a quick boost in your stock price. And so it is like they have to make a big decision when they lay people off now. So yes, unionization in this industry is absolutely important. Like it is critical for this industry. And I think for the survival of, because we rip on AAA games a lot, but it's not because we don't like AAA games. There are AAA games that come out that are absolutely amazing experiences.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of the time they are just the environment is bad and the game direction is bad, and it's because it's coming from people who are not passionate about the industry, who just want to get a game out there. And so what we want and what this will do is preserve the AAA essentially and the mid AA AAA games and these studios that have historically made some of the best games of all time. It will preserve them from being
We're saving you from
decimated.
yourselves. They're saving the industry from itself.
Yep. And it sucks. It sucks for the company. Like it's not going to be great for the company, but they deserve this. This is what they deserve. So,
Yeah.
are we gonna love it? We're gonna love it, right?
Yeah.
Similarly, AAA studios getting what they've deserved, like in terms of like
You get
money
what you
that they are not
deserve.
making.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because what we have seen last year and this year is if you release or try to release or if you try to release a stinker that has no soul behind it, you are going to lose millions, if not billions.
You're competing with free games that people have and play more than any other game and love. And you have to compete with that.
Mm-hmm.
You got to bring your best. And they've been
honestly,
bringing dog shit for years.
They're competing with $10 games and losing.
Mm-hmm.
And this is because they're releasing
Schedule 1.
Yeah, Schedule 1 game. I was like
in the fucking platinum section.
Like
Steam. It is
so
not a long game.
No, like I got tired of it. Like we played for a while
Yeah.
and I was like, okay, I'm done. Like, and
That's
I
what
enjoyed
you
it.
guys are getting beaten out by.
Mm-hmm. And absolutely getting beat. And like this is honestly, they deserve it because they have gone away from an artistic medium. They've eliminated the artistry of it, of the music and of the visuals and of the story. Anything passionate, they've gotten rid of and replaced it with some slop and tried to be edgy and tried to, that sort of thing. And you're like, that's not what made games great to begin with. You need to let us have some fun. Ubisoft is the biggest offender of this recently. I don't know what they're doing. Like with every game they released recently, you're like, what is this? Like, whose idea was this? Nobody wants this. And the fact that they're losing billions, like I'm in for, because you need to learn this painful lesson because you're not getting it. So they got to learn it. And I love that. I want them to learn this lesson. You know who didn't learn it? I'm going to mention them in a minute. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I keep coming back to how much money you mentioned, billions. And I saw a quote on and this is so hard to pin down, but it was a rough estimate on what Cyberpunk 2 is going to cost to make over the period of 6-7 years. And it was somewhere in the order of like $500 million.
Yeah.
And if you gave me $500 million and a studio of a couple hundred people, and you're like, I need you to make this money back in 7 years, I would not make one game. I would spend, I don't know how much this would cost. Let's just guess $10 million on fully enclosed cubicles on wheels. And I'd say, look, you guys break into units. You can push your little cubicles together and create mini micro offices. And that's where you're just working. And you can go up to as many cubicles as you want to push together, or as few. If you want to just have two of you guys and you're just like completely, you're in your own little world there. And you have full autonomy to make things. We'd have to set some guidelines. But if you could do that, the amount of Schedule 1s, and what is that one that I've been playing with Snorgle? The
Repo?
Yeah, repos, games like that that you could get out of a team of people that, these are made by starving indie artists.
Yeah.
Imagine if you had people who had health insurance and a livable salary and a office to actually work in and a support system like you would have in this hypothetical studio. You'd make back $500,000 in 3 or 4 years.
You'd pitch it. I would love to do it like a Shark's Tank style. Be like, okay, we've got 500 mil. Come pitch us your idea. Tell us how you're gonna do it. Don't just do like pie in the sky, but like tell us how you're gonna do it. How you're planning
Give
on
us a
doing
timeline.
it. How
Give
much
us a
people you
roadmap.
need. Like, what do you think?
Yeah.
And you come in and you'd be like, yes, that game sounds like a
And we'll
game
help you
people
recruit
want to
some
play.
people
Don't come in and be
internally.
like, I'm gonna do a MOBA, and I'm like, okay, well, take it back to
Pitch
like
me.
8 years ago. Like, get out of here. Like, that's not, you know what
There's
I mean?
so many more creative ways to make that money rather than like, let's just put everyone on one big project. And for the example of GTA 6, let's take 13 years to make it. Sure, yeah, it'll make billions of dollars, but man, you're putting so many of your chips in one basket, like Suicide Squad did, like Concord did, like Anthem did. Tens of, if not hundreds of millions of dollars on a single bet is lunacy to me.
And I bet when you're not listening to your fan base, when people are saying that's not what we want, and you're like,
you're listening to the executives that
we
are
can
like,
do it
"Can
anyway."
you put more microtransactions and loot boxes and battle passes in this?" That's what the game is designed around.
Yep.
What a mess. Okay, leave it. I could leave the Rockstar union busting. I hope that everyone that now has these freshly minted unions as part of their studio has learned the lesson from Rockstar that you can't dabble in union busting without getting kicked in the teeth. It's a bad look from a PR perspective. I'm sure we're less than 18 months away from Microsoft's first foray into union busting of all these new ones that they've acquired recently. But I want less of that. No more union busting. It's obnoxious. It's not going anywhere.
Yep. That's not going to help you.
You just cripple yourself by firing a bunch of your own employees and pissing off the ones that you didn't fire.
Destroying morale. They don't care about morale in the industry. What I could leave actually is a similar one. Just WB Games. I think
Just in general.
WB Games, and listen, and I'm talking leadership, their scheduling, their philosophy in general has been honestly, like if I could punch a studio, that's the one I would punch. They struck gold with Hogwarts Legacy. And again, it was people were working on it and they were passionate about
And
it.
it was despite themselves, because remember, they demanded content be cut out of Hogwarts Legacy that would have slapped, so they could cram it into another poorly made game that didn't sell anything.
Yep. And so yes, WB Games, and then they released what it was, a Suicide Squad. They released some junkers, and then was like, "This is still the route we're gonna take." And we were like, "Did you guys not learn?"
Quadruple down.
I can't believe them. And then now they're just like, what's their status? They're in limbo. Like Netflix didn't want them. Like what? I don't know what's happening. And I'm like, how are you fumbling this so hard, guys? You're sitting on a gold mine, and you're just like,
I keep throwing dynamite in the mine. You're like, this is how we get gold out. You're like, I think it's a little more complex than that.
That's actually making it so much worse. Like that's making it harder. And they're like, no, because like it's all loose down there now. You just shovel it on out.
You just pick it up. Just pick it up off the ground.
I'm like, you don't even have a shovel. What do you mean pick it up?
The mine shaft, you idiots. And Hogwarts Legacy 2 is trapped down there now.
Like no, they'll work their way out. We threw them a little gardening shovel. Like I don't know. WB Games, like there's a lot of studios out there that are bad. I mentioned Ubisoft earlier, like they're not doing great. But WB Games just pisses me off for the last 2 years. I can't do it with them. They're so stupid. It's killing me.
Following up Hogwarts Legacy with Suicide Squad is
bananas.
It's like serving like a fantastic entree at a restaurant and then serving literal cat shit for dessert. And then being like why isn't anyone coming back?
It's like having Salt Bay come to your table and opening a snack pack and just dumping it on the table, plop it on the table, and then he's like, here you go.
He like rolls down his forearm a little bit and plops on the table.
Just some chocolate pudding rolling down his forearm, plops it down. And you're just like,
and he's like, what do you think of Suicide Squad?
I just had the dopest like steak and lobster combo that I've ever had. And then
what did you think of your pudding? Oh, by the way, that pudding costs $70.
The snack pack wrapper is still on my table. Like,
it costs the same as the steak, same price.
We sprinkled gold flakes on it.
Believe it or not. The gold flakes were a $5 DLC. That costs extra. You want Joker in it? That's gonna cost you. Another love it for me. I loved this one. Oh, I was psyched about this one, especially I feel like we've only recently discovered it when we went and looked. Layoffs were less than a third of what they were over the previous 2 years, that being 2023, 2024. 2025's layoffs were under 5,000. I think they were under 4,000. Despite a ton coming out of Xbox, it was still like a pretty low number. Partially, because there's no one left to lay off, but also maybe it's kind of leveling out. That was, progress is progress. I'll take it. So I liked that. I was pretty happy about that.
I love it. I have is for Steam.
Everything they do.
With everybody making poor decisions constantly in this industry, Steam has been a bright spot, if I'm being honest. Like every little addition they do, you're like, oh, yeah, I do like that. And that's really great. And that's great for gamers. And like just little things like you got to tag your game with AI if AI did anything in your game. Steam library sharing, like family, like they don't need to do that. They don't need to do that. They could be greedy and be like, no, every computer has to have their own games, right? But like my son has a Steam account in the computer in the other room, and it's shared with mine. He's got access to all of my games, all of Steven's games, and all of Ryan's games because I share with them. So we have like a giant library that we can all access. And it's like the most gamer friendly thing. And I think Steam is one of the few large platforms that's actually doing gamer friendly stuff still. And I'm like, okay, like they do have some misses every now and then, but like in general, I think Steam has pleasantly surprised me in an industry that is just like feels like it's all greed all the time. And Steam has been like, they do some stuff sometimes. I'm like, you didn't have to do that, and I love you for it.
Yeah, I love a good Steam shout out. Okay, leave it. This one's easy. Tariffs.
Get out of here.
No, thank you.
Like, do we still
Just-
not understand the
No.
the economics behind tariffs? Like,
No.
like it's not good, but why are we doing this?
Yeah, no.
We're gonna show them.
Yeah, I could just be done.
My last one is Roblox and their games
Just
and
in
their
general.
grooming. Because
Just
Roblox
shut the whole thing down. Take an
had-
axe to the servers.
had record concurrent players on, guys, literally the stupidest garbage you've ever seen. I've seen it. I've seen grow a garden and steal a brain rot. And like
Yeah.
record numbers of this trash, and to put that like that's garbage enough, right? I hate it. It's so stupid. It's literal brain rot. And on top of all, or underneath, I'd say underneath all of that is this like
Underlying it is a
it
hellscape.
is a hellscape of pedophiles and grooming. Like, we don't need it. Roblox, just fix your stuff. Like, what? Okay, fine. Have these garbage games. Like, if that's your market, go ahead. But like, fix your pedophile problem. And to be like, it's not that big of a problem percentage wise. You're like, I hate you. I literally hate you. I hate it. Roblox has been nothing but disappointing to
You
me.
could just get rid of all
all
of it,
year.
I think.
Oh, we could absolutely. I'm here for that. Sorry, Adam.
Let's see. I have one love it left.
'Kay.
And one leave it left. What are you
Hit
at?
it. I'm out. I did 'em all.
Okay. Well, this one's meta. We did all industry things, but I just had to throw this in here. One thing I loved this year when I went back and reviewed 2025 was all of the listener top 10s. I had so
yeah.
much fun with that. That
And
was
we got
such a
so
fun
many.
series we did. Yeah, it was so fun. They just kept trickling in, and you
We gotta
guys
do
kept
something
making
like
up
that
your own
again.
rules and just throwing out what we suggested you do. And I loved every second of it. It was such a fun
Very
blast.
fitting for our show. Just be like,
Yes.
we're just gonna do what I want. I'm like, yeah.
You
no,
guys
it's fine.
don't follow any rules,
You
so
get
why
it.
should
You
we?
get it. You
You
get
guys
it.
get it. You get what we're all about
I do
here.
like that. We need to do something else like that again.
We'll try. If you guys have any cool suggestions for series for this year, I'd love that, because the listener top 10s was just a total joy for
It was
me.
a delight. Yeah.
And then my last leave it, which kind of stopped, but I think it's probably going on in the background. Pornogate 2025.
Oh.
I don't want that to extend to this year. Can we just like keep the puritanical
What are we
bullshit
doing?
out of my capitalism, which is already problematic enough as it is?
It doesn't need this. And like, because look,
We're
I-
good. We got enough problems with this fucking system.
I think there are some issues with like the pornographic games and like these really horny games.
We
But, like-
covered it in our sex sode, which was basically the rape sode.
Yeah, like, there's
it's
problems.
problematic.
But also, like, this is the weirdest, wrongest way to tackle it. And
Yeah.
like, I don't know.
How are you
like,
guys on the wrong side of like exploitative pornography?
I know. I don't get it.
What?
Like, like many times during this segment that we did this year, we were just like, how are we defending porn games? Like, this is the position
How
you
do-
put us in.
Yeah,
Like,
how dare you? This
But
is like
also
fucking this is
my
kind of
favorite
the
genre. So
flavor that I mean, come on.
Come
It
on.
combines my two favorite things.
video games and dogs.
Dongs and sometimes more dongs.
Dice of Destiny.
All right, Dice of Destinies. This game we play at the end of every episode. We got 3 dice. One is a genre, one is a price, and one who's playing the game. We roll those dice, and then we find someone has to pick, play, and review a game that they roll. Last week, I rolled a $50 space game. And I will be playing, what's it called? The new DLC for Planet Crafter with Peterson. Skylar, I believe, mentioned Hard Space Shipbreaker, which is on my to-do list, but quite frankly, I just want to play more Planet Crafter, and that's what we're going to do. Toxicity, I believe, is the add-on, the most recent one that just came out in November.
Oh, I have Hard Space Shipbreaker. I've played it.
You have. You talked about it on the podcast.
Yeah.
This is why I thought, not that we haven't talked a lot about Planet Crafter on the podcast, but guess what? Buckle up. There's going to be a little bit more.
We guns to do it again.
Because what Peterson and I are always aiming to do, especially for this year, is to be as addicted to games as possible.
We've kind of taken a break like for the last year, and then we kind of gotten back into it in the last few months.
Mm-hmm. And
it's been
felt
nice.
Good. Yeah. I get no sleep. I go to bed at 3 a.m. some nights.
We don't need sleep. We need
and then
games.
I'm like, I wake up with the Undermine theme in my head, and I'm like, it's all good. It's all good.
Guys, Undermine, though, for real.
Can we talk about it every episode?
It has been an absolute blast, and they're not even done releasing content, so
they're not even close. It feels like they're not even close to end. We don't have end game stuff. Because in the first one, after you beat the last boss, you go fight the wizard. It's this whole incredibly difficult battle, and this one is just like they just kind of threw a
like an endless
placeholder, endless mode that's so impossibly difficult. It's clearly a placeholder.
Yeah, it's impossible.
Dude, I saw someone that got like 93 floors in.
How?
There's broken builds we can't even imagine. We need to
I want to find them.
Yeah, so you know what we're doing after this sode?
Breaking some builds.
Anyway, so I'll be playing some Planet Crafter. Probably won't be for a couple weeks. We got 2 weeks of Blursties coming up. If you haven't contacted Peterson, I know he's reached out to and touched base with a lot of you. If you are hearing this now and you haven't gotten reached out to him, please, as soon as possible, make sure to get in touch so that
there's a couple that we still need. I'm going to list the categories that we still need as of right now. One of my favorites, Gamer Rage. If you've got a good instance of Gamer Rage, which you guys sometimes are more clued into, some of the niche things than we are, please let me know. Biggest disappointment. Most overrated, which is another, you guys also do great with that one, and worst feature. So we're only got 4 left, and
most overrated I really lean on you guys for.
Yeah, genuinely, like if there was something that was disappointing to you or something that everyone loved that you didn't, just come in and do it. If you don't want to record your voice on it, you don't have to. You can just send us the transcript, send us just a write up, and we'll read it in your voice. We will do.
You tell us what voice to read it, and we'll just do our best.
It'd be like, this is what I sound like, and we're like, all right, I guess I got to read it like
that. Do a Willem Dafoe? We'll try.
Willem Dafoe. It's a meta. It's a deep cut from How I Met Your Mother. Don't worry about it.
I won't. That show fucking sucks.
I love it. Shut up. It's good. I love it.
It's because you're a bad person. All right. That's it. Make sure to tune in next week for episode 1 of the 2025 Blursties. Get your clips in. Get your drink on.
Get what? That's you didn't know what to say. Get your clips in. Get your clips on. Get your clips up.
Clips up. That was nice.
Yeah, thank you.
That was really nice. You're
on the spot,
setting you up for that. All right, to play us out, we have "Love It or Leave It" by Heidi Montag.
The whole thing. Guys, it is the best.
It is what I described to Peterson, hyper garbage. I'm JD, logging out.
I'm not going to give my closing because I want to just listen to this song.
I love hyper garbage.
This is Peterson going AF crazy.
I'm gonna get this thing started. If you lay broken hearted, then I'm doing it right.
She said it. She said the line.
Bye.